We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. How's everybody doing out there? That's right. We are doing some shit talking on Tuesday, Talking Shit Tuesday, talking about the Dodge Challenger or the Dodge Demon 170, pretty much cementing and giving the absolute blue check mark to Dodge as being the winners, kings, going out on top when it comes to factory horsepower. There is no car company, American car company, in the muscle car era, previous and current, that has had more vehicles that made over 700 horsepower by stuffing Hellcat motors in everything. Durango, Cherokees, Challengers, and Chargers. And to top it all off, they are now offering a potentially 1,000 horsepower crank measuring behind the balls on E85. So it has flex fuel logic. Dodge Demon that can go 8.25 mile, and absolutely nobody that owns a Chevy or a Ford can argue against the fact that Dodge is literally the king of factory horsepower, period. They'll retire the king. Nobody's even close. Nobody's built in the modern era a muscle car that runs 9s or 8s except Dodge. And you got to give it up to them because they basically took conventional wisdom and threw it out the window and said, who cares? We're going to build Billy Badass stuff. And to me, that's cool. To me, that made me go, I'd love to be a part of that. So if you're on Team Dodge, people like Demonology, there's a whole bunch of other people that I can't name right now that really greasy, Wes something, the guy with the greasy hair and the nasty pants, those guys are on the winning team. Ford failed you. Chevy failed you. Now, I understand what you're going to say. What about the E-Ray Alex? What about the upcoming Z01? Those are not muscle cars. The Corvette's competition is German stuff. BMW, Porsche, high-end Billy Badass stuff. Sports cars. This is more of a muscle car, rear-wheel drive, front engine, 2 or 4-door. And Dodge is literally saying, we're going to go out on top and you cannot take the crown from them. Nobody can. So what you started to see is people try to downplay the fact that Dodge is going out as the king by comparing built cars to factory vehicles. I'm saying OEM factory offered vehicles. People are not comparing their fully built, fully done over, 5 motors, 7 transmissions later, and 30 axles later. You're comparing your car to Dodge. It's hilarious. We'll talk about it, and that's what we're going to spend most of the time talking about on this show. Dodge stuff, Texas 2K stuff. Brett Lasala won street car. Jim Braun won street car, I think Sport Champ, whatever, the second one. Miles Kerr won stick shift. That is so cool. An Acura Integra all-wheel drive, being consistent in the high to mid 7s, say 780, 770, and he beat out all the top dogs. I mean, obviously, you could make an argument that the top dog spun, blah, blah. Who cares? He won. He was consistent. Just again, verifying that you don't have to be the fastest on stick shift to win. The most consistent guy will absolutely end up winning. But before we do that, before we get too into the weeds, as always, we'd like to thank the sponsors to make sure that the sponsors get taken care of. Oh my God, I forgot how to manage everything here because I'm by myself. That's right. Dina High Performance, DinaHighPerformance.com. I'm wearing their hat. Badass shit. Dina High Performance. I got wheels and tires from them. Not on their site. I said I want them. They got them. Plain and simple. Ultimate Header, I'm going to hit them up tomorrow to see if we can do some kind of giveaway. I haven't gotten a hold of them yet because I have a life. Caliber Transmission, CaliberTransmission.com. Trying to get that T56 in the GT500. Hopefully Keith Ray gets the motor done pretty quickly after he gets the pistons. 2 Auto Solution, Rami Zaidan was at Texas 2K all week. Rained all the time. And I'll tell you some of my impressions, what he learned at Texas 2K. PMAS, Nick James at PMAS. I don't know if we're doing a giveaway for $50 off or cold airs, but I'll hit him up. We'll see. Partsfarm, title sponsor of the show. And Domagod Cookies, domagotcookies.com, domagotcookies_LLC. We'll get the sponsor stuff out of the way. We'll say hi to the people, and we'll talk about Dodge going out the king. Plain and simple, the king when it comes to the performance game. Let's get this real quick. By the way, I want to mention, get over to DNA High Performance. DNA High Performance's YouTube at DNA High Performance. Just go ahead, sponsor. They got customer builds, cool shit. Get over there. I'm subscribed. You should be too. Rami Zaidan to Auto Solution. Also get over there. Subscribe to his stuff. He's got customer builds, auto swap GT500s, the whole 9 yards. And Domagod Cookies, introducing 4 new cookies. Elvis, Dookie, Sure All I Need. And head over Peels. We will do 1 cookie, which is a set of 3, and a coffee giveaway today to make sure everything, is on track. Get you guys nice and fat. I love it. Garage Book Coyote, twice Paul Ponthieu. Douche did it. SK Jeff, Redbird, Ignacio, Cornfed, Corsa Gaze, Moo Mustang, James Williams, Potential Fetus, Scooty the Goblin says Dodge's King Dingaling. And you know what? Good luck getting that thing at MSRP. You will not get it at MSRP. You know why?
Yesterday's price
right.
is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Certified. So you're going to pay
He's certified.
over $200,000, in my opinion, to get your hands on one of only 3,000 that they're building for the U.S. and 300 for Canada. Nitrous and Biosplies, Moo Mustang, Corsa Gaze, D-Rock Fox, Paul, again, Darwin James, Corsa Gaze, D-Rock Fox, 3 guys are talking. 5-Way Josh, The Wolf, Ray, Cornfed, again, 3 guys are talking. I'm hung so low. James Williams, again. TJ Sikorsky, Garage Build. These motherfuckers got nothing to do but just chit-chat all fucking day. 3 fucking guys chit-chatting all day. EPA, Jason, Nick Rogers, Garage Build for the 800th time. JB, Izzy R, Clip Clop, John Bailey, Dunn, 2000 MCR. Jeff Betts, Venom Racing, oh my God, James Williams doesn't do anything but chit-chat. Holy shit, he just wants to talk. Steven Contreras, Monty 540, Coyote, John DiNapoli. John, I might be getting my notch back this week from Thunder, and I can get video on that finally. Gabe Esquivel, Cito, 11-second Eclipse, SK Production, Monty 540. Joseph Johnson, DNA High Performance again, says, Ola, thank you again. You got it, brother. Desert 1320, where the hell have you been? Where the hell have you been? Are you even putting out video? Oh my God. Dodge is out there making 1,000 horsepower cars, and Ford is out there worrying about what screensaver you want for your tablets. Stephen Gardner, Joe Schwitz, Lex Luthor, Grant Wilburn, 427 Dude, and Chappa Matt 760. Not a customer, but I accept him anyway. The guy's out there making moves. Good for him. So, Dodge said, we don't care if we're not going to prioritize gayness. We're not going to prioritize trans activism. We are not going to prioritize anything but horsepower. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. The least gay brand right now is Dodge. The least gay brand is Dodge. How do they do it? How do they not succumb to the pressure from government people or people in government or unions that tell them, you got to put trans stuff in your shit. If not, it's going to look really bad. And they're like, 1,000 horsepower, wheelie, parachute, Dodge Demon with flares in the back but not in the front. Flares in the back but not in the front. I'd still want to have a red eye. Red eye to me is still the best street car you can get. You can get some boost. You can get some cam work, head work, or whatever. You can make 1,000 probably with some work. But honestly, I'd put it on E85, a little more boost. Ride out, son. Because Ford never had anything that competed with the Challenger or the Charger. Yeah, they did, Alex. They had the Mustang. Now, I'm not saying Dodge is king of the street. That is crazy talk. Let's be honest. Dodge is not king of the street. They're king of the slideshow and Copart. Copart is where all the Dodges end up eventually after they're running from the police, after Pookie did a slide job with his Hellcat and Trackhawk and got his ops. But at the end of the day, they are not the king of anything but prepped surfaces. Mustang 10R80 turbo cars are king of the roll. Drag racing, I would say ZL1 Camaros or TVS equipped somethings, or because don't talk to me about GT500s. Please. 2020 GT500s are trash. Love ya. They are the most overhyped vehicle on the planet. A DCT 4,000 pound car that is considered fast. If it's fully modded going 9s, bro, embarrassing. How can the Dodge Demon make 1,000 crank and run 890 certified, whatever the hell that means, where a GT500 at 1,200 horse is touted as being badass, running 9.1, 9.2 with limited TCM access? Why would you want to drag race that? Because you're a clout chasing fuckboy. That's why. Because you want to let people know you got money and no sense. And I get it. But the king of the street stuff, it's Mustang stuff. It's 10R80 Mustang stuff or stick shift twin turbo Mustang stuff. That's just the fact. But on the prep surfaces, in mostly stock format, it's really tough to beat a Dodge. They were a Hellcat, sorry. They were the measuring stick for a very long time. For the longest time, you wanted to beat a Hellcat, okay? You didn't look at a Mustang and go, I want to beat that. Then the Plaid came along and everybody wanted to beat the Plaid, and then you saw what it took to beat a Plaid, and you're like, okay, but Dodges don't generally roll that good. Dodges generally are decent dig cars, not necessarily roll cars, unless they're making big boy power 1,000 and up, really worked up, and they're decent, but they're so heavy. But Ford never had a competitor. What did Ford have to compete against the Durango with the Hellcat motor? Nothing. What did Ford have to compete against the Trackhawk? The Explorer ST? You're going to look at me in my eye sockets and try to tell me that the Explorer ST was to go up against the Trackhawk? Are you psycho? What did Ford have that was 4-door supercharged? Forget supercharged. 4-door and V8. Nothing. At least Chevy had the SS. I don't know if the GTO at the time when it came out was 4-door. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. And the SS, the Cadillac CTS-V, the V3 was badass. The V2 was very good. You saw one win the heavyweight class. The finalists for the heavyweight class at the last Texas 2K were two of the most Billy badass low 8-second, high 7-second CTS-Vs. Ford has nothing for that. So Dodge cornered that market. And even the Challenger is a big, comfortable couch that rolls the hell out. Guys, a modded Hellcat, a modded Red Eye gets it, plain and simple. E85 drag pack, it's gonna be quick. Not the fastest thing on the planet, but it's gonna be pretty quick, comfortable, and Ford had nothing for that. So a lot of people looked at that and went, man, I might go that route. Until they became these slideshow kings. People were crashing them into anything. Shut up with the Crown Vic. Oh my God. Please stop it with the Crown Vic stuff. Crown Vic is a taxi. It was never a performance car. And before you say Marauder, I'm going to tell you that is a police car. It's a piece of junk. The Marauder was trash. The Crown Vic was trash. If you own one and wax it every weekend, kill yourself. It's a piece of junk. You are waxing a taxi. Please stop it. Anyway, Dodge going out on top is pretty cool in my opinion. Ford won't do that. Ford is trying to tell you how to... Ford is going to sell you a $45,000 base GT. A base, and even the stupid Impala SS was better than the P71 piece of junk Crown Vic. Sorry. It's just the matter of fact. But we're talking factory optioned cars. Street stuff, aftermarket stuff. So now what people are going to do. People are going to clout chase and use the Dodge and try to, I don't know, virtue signal their shit by comparing it to a factory vehicle. You are comparing your built car to a factory vehicle. Cringe. Stop it. You're looking stupid. You think any publicity is good publicity? No. When you compare your fully built something to a factory car, you already lost. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, Miles Kerr, the best thing, and I'm going to give a shout out to a channel I don't really care for, but 1320 Video, the coverage for Texas 2K, guys, immaculate. And you don't need my verification badge. Immaculate coverage. You guys covered every round. Talk to the drivers. Fred should literally be the only person talking on that whole thing. I love his interaction with the drivers. He seems friendly. He looks genuinely tired at the end of it all. And it was just really nice to see someone like a Miles Kerr, who seems to be just like a bro. He's never, I mean, I know him and Gring, Frustrate EG from Miami, who recently, I think, didn't he crash his car? Like, the car is totaled, right? Is that, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a post on Instagram where Frustrate's car is smoked. So Miles Kerr has been to TX2K. He's been to, he was racing the Evo at World Cup. So the guy is super legit stick racer, and the car is a proven 7-second stick shift. And I'm not sure if he's clutching in, and he's not using, I don't know if he's using a Black Magic clutch. He's just launching the thing, all-wheel drive, and it's staying together and getting it done. I am blown away that out of all the cars that I would have thought would have made rounds, would have been an Acura at like 70 pounds of boost or whatever it is. But it was, he beat Granis. He beat a really fast Corvette. He beat a couple of cars. I think Grubworm had a tree issue. He broke through the beams or whatever, but doesn't matter. A win is a win is a win. So congratulations to Mr. Kerr and all the winners from Texas 2K. It was the last one. Now they're going to have one more event and tear that piece of shit down. And we'll see how Houston recovers from not having a TX2K anymore. It is going to be weird. It is going to be weird when all of a sudden nobody goes to Houston to race during March. It'll be interesting how all that turns out. Tristan Mazzone, thank you very much for the money. I appreciate you very much. Look at the Viper, Alex. That car was stick only across its entire lineup for 26 years. About as non-gay as it gets. You know what? Joe Swish, I apologize. The Viper, I mean, I understand it's not reachable for many people, similar to the Ford GT. The Ford GT, the V8 version, not the new V6 paddle shift weird thing, was such a badass ride, raw and stupid, but it paled in comparison to the Viper. The Viper, in my opinion, after the third gen, it became a pretty damn great road race car, and the Gen 5 was just perfected that platform. And Dodge had that in its back pocket the whole time, and I apologize for not even mentioning the Viper, a vehicle that will be on my bucket list. I will have a Viper, a Gen 5 Viper one day. It'll be black. Black Gen 5 Viper, GTS, nothing crazy, no frills. I am not looking for an ACR. I'm not looking to do a Calvo package. I just want that car to do some road racing stuff and drive around like an old man with my New Balances and go, yeah, this is my trophy for life. The Corvette's going to be a car I get down and roll stuff. And the GT500 is probably going to be something I build, run 8s, and sell, because that car has to be my down payment for a house. I mean, I got the down payment, but I'd rather have a lot more of a down payment. But once that car goes 8s, I'll stuff a TR6060 in it and go, for sale. See you later. I've had a great time. Get the fuck out of here, or I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Get the fuck out of here, because I'm gonna fuck.
There you go. I'm a Ford guy, but nobody can deny how badass it is that a company put out a factory 1,000 horsepower car. Listen to those words, guys. A factory. They said that the only thing the car shared with the previous Demon was the cam. Heads different, rods different, pistons different. Better diff. Supposedly better trans, better drive shaft. Like better everything. And it still has creature comforts. So I really wish that car they made more of them, but obviously they're not making money on this vehicle. It's going to be one of those super niche, cars. They're going to show up to the dealership. Look, they're gone. If you're not a known guy in the Dodge community, those cars are gone. If you see one at a dealership, it'll be $250,000, because the dealership's going to go, we'll allocate one, keep it here, but we's finna get paid. Maybe somebody really wants to do a slide job and do it in a Demon 170 on E85. Guys, that is like the holy grail. Listen to what this car has. It's got carbon fiber like insert rims, like the outside part of the wheel, the rim, the outside part is carbon fiber. The center is aluminum. The car has a carbon fiber drive shaft, the badass diff, good interior, flex fuel, and a killer chiller type situation, an inter-chiller. What the hell? On the same tune, potentially, you can drive on pump gas and it'll go, oh, it's only E10 in there. Or how my customers say the E85 tests at E10. Oh my God, if you saw some of the emails today. Hey Alex, the E85 tests at E10, so it's E10, it's not E85. And it gives you 900 behind the balls horsepower. And then once you put E85 in it and it senses the E85, it gives you 1,020 plus horsepower, the potential to run 8s in the quarter mile. Bro, badass stuff. Hey Alex, do you think of those cars would exist if it wasn't for the 13 or 14 GT500? Nope. The 1314 GT500 wasn't the end all be all. It just wasn't. I think Dodge responded with the 1314, but why didn't anyone respond to the 11 and 12 GT500? The TVS was the main difference, right? The 11 and 12 had an M122 supercharger, 5.4 liter, blah, blah, blah. You shove a TVS on top of that exact same motor with a 120 PMAS, CJ65, and MU52s, it makes the same horsepower as a 13 to 14. The 13 to 14 has more RPM, more compression, but 2.4 pulley on both of them, they're both making 650. Maybe a little more on the 1314. But I don't know that the 1314 made the Challenger happen. Understand, what year did the Hellcat come out? When was the first year of the Hellcat? Let me see. When was first? Was it 2015? 2015. So in 2015, the first year of the Hellcat, the first Dodge Hellcat muscle car arrived 2015 with 707, 656. More trim levels have been introduced since, raising the power output to 840. Red Challenger Charger models push speedometer 203, a speed on par with supercars. So they in 2015. I don't know that it took them 2 years. I'm sure something was in development. I mean, you're never going to really get the real story from the guys at Dodge as to what spurred on the because the GT500 wasn't a luxury car. The Challenger is. I'm sorry. If you sit in a Challenger, it is way more comfortable. Guys, the GT500 is an S197. It's literally an S197. It's nothing special. It's got a torqueer motor, TR6060, 331 awful gears, and some Recaros. That's it. It feels just like a Boss with torque. It feels there was nothing special about it. But the Challenger itself, even though it shared the same body as RTs and whatever, that Hellcat was fully loaded. That sucker had all these modes on the dash. That sucker had big, wide seats and had an automatic transmission, which I understand the GT500 did not have. So some people would prefer the GT500, but let's be honest, when it comes to lazy drag racers, they love the auto. And what has been one of the more popular mods to do on a 13 or 14 GT500? An auto swap. And how fast is a bone stock GT500 with an auto swap? It's a 10.0 car on pump gas. That's right. Power by the Hour has done it many times. It is a 10.0 car on pump gas with about 17 degrees of timing. Yes, it needs a tune to accommodate for the transit stuff. But if you were to say stock boost, 3.0 upper pulley, 17 or 18 degrees of timing, pump gas with a 6R80, it is a 10.0 car. I've only seen it done a trillion times, and it is serious. The thing that sucks is they won't sell it to you if you come to them with way less in cash. And they don't give a fuck about cash anymore. Like, have you guys been paying attention how cash simply doesn't matter? You know how difficult, unless you're going to buy pizza or get your car worked on at a mom and pop shop, do you know how difficult it is to get rid of cash? When I went to buy my Cadillac, I brought $10K cash as a down payment, only gave him $7. And it was a huge inconvenience. It was a huge inconvenience. The 392 was a buzz compared to the Z01 and the 14 GT500. So the Hellcat birth by Dodge. And you could get one from dealer for free after hours. Yeah, right, Jason. You don't have to pay for a Hellcat. All you need is Pookie to work at the dealership as a porter and get you the keys, and bada bing, bada boom, break into that bitch, and you can slide on the ops with different color Hellcats. I bet you the motherfuckers put 89 in it. People that do slide jobs in Hellcats put 87 octane in their car. Then you had the 5th Gen ZL1, which is kind of underwhelming. The power department was well-rounded. We don't want to bow. Oh, here we go. Alex, look up Cal Petty Superbird Challenger. I don't want to because it's probably the most ridiculous thing on the planet. Shout out to DNA High Performance for getting my wheels and tires here today after ordering them Thursday and at a better price than anywhere else. Challengers are fantastic road cars. They are. They're comfortable. They have an IRS. They handle really well. Honestly, a red eye would be tits. A red eye, just pump gas, drive around. Look, I'm loving the Cadillac. Okay, I'm going to do a 1-month ownership update on that because apparently you guys loved the ZR1 update is doing phenomenal. I don't know how the hell, but okay, I guess you guys like those type of videos where Sights and Sounds ran 690, 60 to 130 on pump gas. That is not race gas. Pump gas. Understand. That ZR1 is on Shell 93 octane, 23 degrees of timing, and it ran 690, 60 to 130 when it's 70 degrees outside. Once it hits 80, 90, that bitch ain't running 7s. Maybe running 8s. Manual swap and driver mode for the win. Just my opinion. Could be wrong. You're wrong. 10 O's. Damn, that's a big drop from the factory times. Cash is no longer king. Ballers making payments on everything. Who really owns it? Do you have a mortgage? If you do, the bank owns your house. So don't call yourself a homeowner. The Dookie cookie better have corn in it. 4 out of 5 GT500 owners auto swap their car. The 5th one is busy blowing Corvettes off in the weeds. 2012 GT500 SVT PP. Absolutely. I have many bucket list cars. Like if I really make it like stupid, which I don't think it'll happen. I think I'm going to be like a very low end channel that has high influence, but low sub count, but high membership count. It's funny. This channel has high membership count, low sub count. I guarantee my money's the same as 200,000 sub channels. I guarantee it. Why are we talking about Dodge GT5 and GT500s? All we know is ZL1 and 1901 are king. One, Camaro's over just like Dodge. 2, ZR1 is not a muscle car. It's a sports car that goes after McLarens, Porsches, BMWs. It is not a muscle car. Well, it's a muscle car. You could put people in the back. What does the Demon 170 stand for? Slideshows? 170 proof, which is 85% alcohol. Is stupid. Even the road race realm, the GT500 isn't anything to worry about. Absolutely. Garage Built Coyote has a Coyote swapped 60s Mustang with some road race suspension and sticky rubber. I guarantee he will take care of a stock 1314 GT500, not a 20 GT500. A 20 GT500 garage built, you're going to get fucked up. If it's a track that has a decent amount of room in it to stretch its legs. If it's a Walmart parking lot cone zone, yeah, you're going to beat it with your car, no problem. Any DNA or PMAS giveaways today? As always, PMAS, I believe it's $50 off 150, but I haven't heard, I have 200, but I haven't heard from Nick. So we're going to hang tight on that. And we're going to do 100 off of 1,000 on DNA. But giveaways today are just going to be the cookies. Relax, guys. Red Eye V3. Oh, Red Eye. Red Eye. Because the Red Eye is mod friendly. The Red Eye is mod friendly. The V3 is also mod friendly, but it's direct injection. You got to do some work to it to make it go low 10s, high 9s, where I think you can get there a lot easier with the Red Eye and be just as comfortable. But Pookie knows how to steal the Red Eye. Pookie looks at a Cadillac. And he's like, I don't know what the fuck is this shit. I don't even know how to get in this thing. Hey, Pookie, how you get in this Cadillac? You gotta hit the OnStar. You gotta hack OnStar. Shit, put that music down, man. I can't hear shit. It don't matter. You can't steal this motherfucker anyway. So, yeah, they can't steal it. For some reason, Pookie can steal a Hellcat. Like, I'm blown away by that. 5th Gen ZL1 is tuned horribly from the factory. Tune alone makes a huge difference. If you have a Hellcat, you have to boot your own, throw a Viper alarm on it, and auto lock on the brake pedal. The 170 stands for credit score required to get it. Bryson Witt with the zinger. The Challenger is based off of who cares. I don't even think the weight is the problem with the Hellcat. I think it's more the stock tune than anything. Yeah, they stole 3 Hellcats in a Z06 from a dealer down the street, drove them off 2-foot wall to get, oh my God, that's crazy stuff. Desert says, I think the Hellcat checks all the boxes the V3 falls short on. Right. So the Hellcat is port injection. The V3 is direct injection. The Hellcat, if I'm not mistaken, is slightly lighter, if I'm not mistaken, than the V3. And the transmission, in my opinion, in the Hellcat is better than in the V3. Thoughts on Gen 3 short block with Gen 2 timing components, ported heads on a Gen 2 car? Oh, we haven't answered this question at all, huh? We've never answered this question. Good luck finding Gen 2 heads, number one. But yes, a Gen 3 short block is a very good upgrade for compression if your bottom end blows up on a Gen 2. Which is better, a stick car, Hellcat, or CTSV? Which is the better stick car? Oh, the Blackwing. Now, you got to understand, the Blackwing is not a drag car. So we live in the drag racing world. The CTSV Blackwing is a road race car. So if you were to put them both against each other in the road course, the CTSV is a more balanced vehicle than the Hellcat. The Hellcat doesn't have great brakes. It does not have great handling. It doesn't have great rubber from the factory. You give me a CTSV Blackwing versus a Hellcat stick car around a road course, I got my money on the Blackwing. I don't know if V3s ever came stick. The real G's rent a Charger SXT from Enterprise slide on the ops. When the tires coming for the ZR1 wheels, I ordered the rears. I still have to make my mind up about the fronts. I got to get with DNA tomorrow, high performance. I don't want to put R888s in the fronts. That's stupid in my opinion, when this is going to be mostly a roll car / drag car. But it's going to have R888s in the rear on a 1912. So they're going to be like 345/30 19s. The fronts are going to be like 285/30 19s. That's what I have currently in the fronts. But I might go ahead and just buy new fronts to have a complete set so I can have the ZR1 wheels just tucked away somewhere. I love ZR1 wheels. I think they're beautiful wheels. I know a lot of people like the Centennials over the ZR1 wheels. Not me. I like the ZR1 wheels over everything. And the CF10s are going to be the wheel that stays on for here on out. I got to get the Fairmont out of there, put it in storage, and get the Corvette back in the garage. It's sleeping outside, and we can't have that with the new wheels. This is the only channel I'd ever pay to have a membership for. Very informative. No buenos dias. Yeah, so you started seeing a bit of a backlash as with Texas 2K stuff. The people are sick and tired of the nut riders. The event organizers are going to have to do something pretty soon to stop the nut riding. It is cringe. It is old. It's not fun anymore. It's not funny. It's weird. So let's just treat them like any other racer. I understand you want a celebrity in the house to bring the people there, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. The fan reactions are not positive when it comes to him coming up and how the announcers treat them. It's kind of on the negative side. Like, I heard more people rooting against them than anything. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. Now, I don't care either way, but if I'm at an event, I'm just rolling my eyes. I'm just like, can we just hurry up, bro? You're just another guy. And then, his car's too fast and they're playing the index game because of the qualifying stuff, but they didn't win anything. They won runner up. I think the white notch out of all cars, the one with the Ford motor and the Ford body is the one that's actually doing something impressive. Hellcat used to CFA, arguably the best auto on the market. Correct. So if you have a Hellcat here, like a red eye versus a CTSV V3, the Hellcat red eye is a better buy. Better in the quarter mile, probably a little lighter, and has a better transmission and port injection. So you can just upgrade the injectors, same fuel pump if I'm not mistaken. Injectors, fuel pump. I don't even think you need headers on the Hellcat. I've seen some of these motherfuckers make 1,000 through stock exhaust. And I'm like, bro, it's not even close if I was to go that. But the problem is Pookie. Pookie's the problem. Is there any reason why you would choose the R88s over the 555 R2? I've had the R88s, and the R88s were stickier than the 555 R2s in my white car. Like, mod for mod, 700 horsepower, I had better results with the R88s than the 555 R2s. Kylon 302, thank you for the money. I appreciate you very much. Realization of becoming an adult when you realize the ZL1 is better than the GT500. I'm sorry, you're right. I'm sorry. In terms of straight getting it, the ZL1 is a better buy if you want to drag race than a GT500. Like, you can't look at me in the eye sockets and say that you were not impressed by a 1.7 blower running stupid numbers and a GT500 at 1,200 horse can't really get out of the nines. Alex, you forgot my non-paid chat. There's no, sorry, I missed it. Twitch said cash matters. Watch this. Well, that's old. And Bryson Witt says, off-topic question. How many views were you getting at the start when you picked up with that YOLO guy? Bryson, I love you. I can't guide you on your YouTube journey. I can't guide you on your YouTube journey. I see the emails. I see what you... I can't take time out of my day running the shit that I got going on to give you guidance on your channel. You're either going to make it or not on your own. There is no template to making it. Okay? Put out the content you want to put out. Do what you want to do. But I can't sit there and go, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to edit. I can't do that. Because it took me 8 years to develop that, to make some money on it. And I'm just going to give up information. Like guys, I'm going to be honest with you. And I love you, Bryson. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm saying, stop. To put out content, and if people like it, they'll watch it. That's it. So what happens is this. I am now getting asked questions I'm not getting asked questions about my black car setup. And this is where I'm at with that, and I hope you guys can appreciate where I'm coming from. I spend tens of thousands of dollars on my cars to make them run a certain number, make a certain horsepower number, trial and error, broken parts, this and this and that. I am not giving you the recipe again. I've already given you the recipe. I've given you the recipe 1,000 times. But apparently people hit me up and go, hey, Alex, tell me what to do with my car. If you haven't watched my videos, I have told you exactly how to build an 8-second Gen 1, 8-second Gen 2, 8-second Gen 3. I don't know what else to do. And now you want me to have a one-on-one conversation for free, love you, for free, like we're buddies, and email you detailed information how to build your car. Get the fuck out of here. Go watch the channel, make me some money, because it cost me tens of thousands of dollars and years to build that and do that. And I showed you. And you still want one-on-one information on my free time? Stop it. Guys, be considerate. I love you. I wouldn't dare ask anyone that is as busy as like Alec from Late Model. I have not emailed him or texted him anything unless he emails me first and goes, hey, that means he's free. And when I got him on the phone or I got him on text, hit him up. Kong, I hit him up sparingly because I know how busy they are. And I go, can you guide me in terms of parts that you sell that you think will be good for me? And I will buy the parts from you. So what I'm getting is emails where people are like, hey, Alex, I need you to outline a whole build for my car, and here's $20 for your time. Excuse me? You want me to give up the recipe that I paid tens of thousands of dollars for $20 on Snapchat? Fuck out of here. Crazy. YouTube tip, produce content for yourself. There's people out there, they'll find you. Exactly. Look, I am not the guy. I'm not the guy. I am not the guy to ask how to be YouTube famous.
You're not that guy.
I only have a 60,000 sub channel. The memberships are awesome, and I appreciate that. But you want to ask how to get high subs? Email Cletus. Email a Street Speed. Email Adam LZ. Email the really pretty boy that raps. Email all these guys. Let's see how much time they got during the day to tell you how to make a 1 million sub channel. But Alex, it's different. How is it different? I'm busier than those guys because I have a full-time job. People want to be mouth-fed, and that's the other thing. Gone are the days where people try stuff, fail, try something else, fail, and eventually have a winning combo. No, I get it. I was just curious when we noticed it was taking off to give you more motivation to keep it rolling. Was more curious what made you think you had the right thing going. I didn't. Bryson, that's the thing. I still don't have the right thing going. I, on this channel, do not have the recipe to make money on YouTube. I swear, I talk trash, I don't make clickbait, I don't hashtag my stuff, I don't promote my stuff, I don't tell you I'm going to give away a car and make you buy 40,000 shirts to pay for a $10,000 car. I'm the wrong guy. So I am doing everything. I am the anti-YouTuber. Are there things I can do to make a ton of money? Absolutely. Can I go out there and fill your ass, blow smoke up your, I'll fill your ass. I'll blow smoke up your ass and tell you this and that sure. But that would not be what I want to do. What I want to do is what I'm doing. And if people watch it, awesome. If people don't watch it, that's fine too. I have a full-time gig and I can sit back and deal with that. Now, if something happens to the full-time gig, oh yeah, I'll be giving away calf shots. I'll be taking pictures of my calves because that's the best. Have you seen my fucking calves? I will be making you see that picture of the Starship back there? That's a Starship, Elon Musk's Starship. It'll look like a calf shot and I'll sell that for $40 online somewhere if I really need money. If I start selling pictures of my calves, I need money. Failure is the best teacher. Absolutely. People go, Alex, I want to go 8. Tell me exactly what to do. Do you know how many people thought that we made that blue Mustang do a wheelie and land and people were blaming us? Guys, we tuned the car, not the boost controller. The boost controller that's up to you. Hey, tune's done. Cool. Made 1300. Bye. It's up to you to launch it, set the ramp, set the suspension, set everything up. It's not us. So people were sort of backhandedly complimenting Lund. Oh my God, you made that guy's car. Whoa. Relax. Relax. We do not tune the boost controller. Video did kill the radio star. We give cars Denny's a cook in this channel. Problem with Denny's is they want every participation trophies. Hat fund. No, you're absolutely got the right thing going. Truth is always right. It's hard for people to listen to truth in a world full of lies. We appreciate what you're doing, brother. Thank you. Because I can absolutely tell you how to go 8s tonight. When the hell are you going to learn there? What are you going to learn? And that's the problem with these guys now. Guys that have money want to go fast and not put the work in. Second shift racing, Wesley Evans, Miles Kerr, Grubworm, all those guys didn't just show up one day and run a 6 or a 7. Those guys had their cars for years, blew up many transmissions, blew up many motors, chassis work, clutch adjustments. They put in the work. So who do you think I respect more? I respect more the guy that does it day in, day out, grinds, adjusts, and when he wins, I shed a little tear. I shed a little tear because I know how difficult it is. Right now, at this moment, nobody has my biggest respect than John Lund Sr. You guys think John Lund Sr. is just some guy sitting at the top of a mountain running the show, blah, 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 blah. If I told you how many times the motor has been out of the car, if I told you how many times the trans has been out of the car, if I told you how much sweat equity he has in that car, that is all him. The chassis work is blacklist. Motor, trans, and everything else is 100% John Lund Sr. at 57 years old. Sweat equity. So when that guy runs a 6, because it will happen, with a 6R80, I might shed a fucking tear. Because I saw the work. I don't respect you if you come in with a bag of cash to a shop and you say, build me the baddest shit on the planet. And you go out there, let go of a button, and run at something, and you're celebrating. You're pumping your chest like you fucking did something. What'd you do? Don't get me wrong, you probably were successful, and you could call that your work. But that car wasn't built by you. That car wasn't driven. That car wasn't tested by you. That car was handed to you. And you let go of a button and ran a number. Zero respect. Zero respect for that. Bryce says, all I wanted, don't want handout. I know a lot of us look up to you for the real fact that you're real and you're not. Look, I don't want to read that because it makes it seem like I'm promoting or whatever. If you truly want to make content on YouTube and you want to put out information, don't worry about how anyone else did it. Don't worry about how anyone else did it. Put out the content you want to put out. Put out the stuff that you find interesting. Put out the stuff that you feel is good. The problem with YouTubers is they all copy each other. They're like the Spider-Man meme. They go, you're all the same. You guys all go shucks, golly, darn. You're not real. You're not real people. You're characters. So what happens when you're eating somewhere and let's say I was YOLO douchebag. The reason, okay, Bryson, great example. The reason I stopped being YOLO douchebag is because that wasn't who I wanted to be. It got me in. It got my foot in the door. But then I was like, then there was a big plateau. It went up and then it flatlined. That means the jig was up. It's over. No one cares. So what am I going to do? Jump out of a plane now? What am I going to do? Jackass stuff? Slap someone with whipped cream and say it's funny? No. I'm going to say, well, let me put out educational content to see if the people... And you know what was the beginning of that? The tuning triangle video. Yes, I did it as YOLO douchebag, but then I started merging YOLO douchebag into tuning stuff. And then I slowly took YOLO douchebag away and it became tuning stuff. And it became educational-ish tuning stuff. And I had a channel that made a couple grand a month and I was ecstatic. Holy shit, this channel makes $2,500 a month. Holy shit, this pays for a car payment. Got me a car. I was happy as hell. The more educational content I put out, the more I got views. When I put out dyno videos, when I put out cars doing 60 to 130, when I started putting out things I was doing by myself, I started to get more rep. Then the show, once I started configuring the show to be like a news show where this is what happened this week and we're going to talk about it and talk some shit. You guys loved it. It was like a podcast. So that's how the lineage went. So put out what you want to put out. See if the people like it. Try different things, but don't put out content that you think is whack shit. Exactly. Put out what you're interested in and passionate about, and it'll reflect in the content you produce. There are guys that put out gun channels. I am blown away. I am blown away because I'm not a gun guy, but I understand the passion. People watch gun channels on remember that Russian guy that would just blow up stuff? And one time he blew up a door and it almost chopped him in half. Hello, how are you doing today? Today I'm going to shoot a double shotgun to a car that has a bunch of propane bottles inside. And we'll see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. And the thing blows up and door goes like this by the skin of his teeth. And he was like, hey, that was very interesting. I don't watch him because I don't care about... I love guns, but I don't care to watch everything about guns. I don't need to know every single thing about guns. I don't need to get in an argument on Facebook about guns because you're just basically arguing about dicks. Really, let's be honest. You're arguing about a penis at this point. Thanks. Sorry for the trigger. No, it's all good. It's just like you were a wave of people this week that you got lumped in. I like you. I have a personal relationship with you. You've bought stuff from me, so I appreciate you very much. And I appreciate the money. But every email was like, I'll give you $20 if you tell me how to do stuff. And I'm like, my channel has everything. My channel has thousands of videos. And many of them are when I worked at VMP. When I worked at VMP, I told you, this car has this. Look at the power it made. Here you go. And people just gloss over that. They look at the last week's video, and if in the last week I didn't answer their specific question, they email me. And then they say, here's $5 in Cash App. Let's talk for 3 hours. I'm sorry, I love you. After watching a video on MAFs, I moved my MAF sensor away from the filter. It was too close, as I had issues with surging and stalling. Should I send a data log to Lund? Yes. Yes, Joey G. And the other issue with that video is this. Now people are saying, oh, and again, indirectly, people are saying, Alex tuned my intake, so that means my intake is good. That is incorrect. I tuned your intake. The fuel trims are probably not within the spec that I want, but are you experiencing drivability issues? Nope. How does it drive? Great. If you've been tuned by me, how many times have I said in the ticket, do you have any concerns? You know what that means to me? The fuel trims are kind of out of spec. I really don't want to make the MAF curve look like the Andes Mountains. Tell me how it drives. It drives really good. You're all set, sir. Because I'm not going to sit there and make the MAF curve look like the Andes Mountains on an NA car on pump gas. If you don't feel anything off, and I say it's a little bit out of spec, but people are doing this. They're making their own parts, and now they're saying, Alex said my shit's legit. I never shouted out any intake except PMAS. Why? They have a flow bench. The flow bench dictates turbulence at different frequencies, and it's shown on a graph. A data log does not show turbulence. It shows MAF frequency. I can make the MAF frequency quiet by bumping up idle. If I bump up the idle 50 RPMs from 850 to 900, now the air is going faster through the MAF, and now it is a smoother looking graph at idle. But now I am hacking the car to make your cold air work. I had 4 today JLT 120 millimeter Gen 3 cold airs. All 3 had different MAF data. Gen 3, same part number, same everything, same generation vehicle, same MAF sensor part number, same MAF sensor part number, same cold air part number, same generation vehicle. 3 different MAF curves. Do I sit here and say JLT sucks? Absolutely. Do you guys still buy it? Absolutely. So you don't listen. So what can I do? I just shut my mouth and tune it because you're not going to listen to me anyway. So what you're saying is I should buy the Steeda cold air intake. When the fuck did I say that? A lot of people assume that when I say covered means Steeda. Covered means stock. Stock. And even the stock cold air is off 5%. So people read too much into what I say, so I just don't say anything anymore. Thank you, Black GT500. I will. One and done. NA Tune for the win. Finally ran the beans down and had the chance to switch to Oh My God Cookies Colombian blend. Fantastic roast. I just saw an IG post that the Hellcat 170 was stolen. That's funny. I'm still watching videos from the years ago, learning information. Kylon says, only channel that'll ever get a subscription for me. Yes, yup, absolutely messed up what they did to him at Rebuild. Can you tell me how to spend this money in a more productive way? Thanks in advance. It's Harley Takwache Mode. Anytime a guy around me wants to buy a Coyote, I send him to your back basic streams. And you know what? I get it. Look, I get it, guys. Maybe mommy coddled most of you out there and said, you can do anything, Billy. You're awesome because you came out of my vagina. And she's a single mom. So when a guy like me goes, no, that's stupid. What the F are you doing? You go, wait a minute. Mommy didn't talk to me this way, so I'm sure as hell not going to let some beaner from Florida talk to me that way. Cool. I'm only doing that to help you. If I criticize anything you're saying to me or doing in the ticket system, I'm doing that to help you. Because I'm not going to sit there and go, well, sir, Brandon is the best. Brandon has this automated robotic response to everyone that I wish I had. If someone says, Brandon, you're a cocksucker, I hate you, you tune like shit. Brandon goes, I understand, my friend, but let's please have level head. Let's have a level head about this. Please do me a big favor and send me a picture of your. I would have been looking you up. I'd be buying a plane ticket on Spirit. I'm about to fly, slide on the ops, and I'm gonna slide on the ops. Fuck you, man. Get the fuck out of here. But no, Brandon is like super calm and shit. So maybe people don't like how I give the information. I 100% get that. But one thing's going to happen with me is I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I'm going to say, you're fucking stupid. You're a dumbass. Stop doing that. I had a guy the other day. Oh, hey, hickory dickory. I had a guy the other day. Hey, Alex, I got a Gen 1 Mustang. I want to put a CJ nitrous and E85. I'm like, get a blower. What? Get a blower. What do you mean? You want to shove a 250 shot on your shit? Yeah. Why? I don't know why. I just do. Why don't you just get a blower or a twin turbo kit? And you can go, there's your 250 horsepower. No, but I really want the inconvenience of having a bottle heater, a bottle, fittings, a bunch of shit mounted on the solenoid, false knock, and potential puddling in the intake manifold. Oh, got it. So you want to shove 1,000 PSI through a plastic manifold and hope a backfire doesn't happen and blows your manifold to smithereens, fuel goes everywhere, and the bitch burns down. Got it. Got it. I have a VMP Odin, and whatever cold air that is, I keep thinking about going to Loki so I can put the stock throttle back on. The military life, people who are the LS equivalent to you are considered trolls in that community. They get their feelings hurt too easy. I still bought Corsa Gays. See what I mean? They don't listen. Do you ever watch YouTube videos of track days from 20 years ago and reminisce? No. Well, 20 years is 2000. See, the problem is second shift racing. In my head, 20 years ago is 1980. So the problem is 2000, I stopped counting. So the best racing I ever had was 1995 through 2001. Just wonderful. 10 9-second cars on the street, getting after it. No money involved. Zero money. No beef. No bullshit. Once the internet came around and motherfuckers had phones and they had grudge racing, that's when I took a step back and went, the culture has changed and it is not for me. The culture is totally different. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm a friendly guy. I talk my shit, but I'm a friendly guy. I don't race for money because I respect my money because I work really hard for it. I don't care about racing you on video. I don't care about becoming a known street racer. Do you imagine, you're on a show and it says, for occupation, street racer? Might as well put porn star at the bottom of it. Or OnlyFans girl. Street racer. Gen 3 car looking for PD blower, VMP or Whirlpool for best drivability and IAT, 93 octane, 90% street driving. Both will give you great drivability depending on the throttle body. I would avoid VMP. I would avoid a VMP throttle body at all costs. Yes, Alejandro Flores said that, not Lund Racing. Alejandro Flores said that. I would personally avoid any VMP throttle body. 163, 137, the Twin 69, bye-bye. The Ford Racing Twin 65, and if you want to really get after it, shove a turbo in it. Now, the Whipple 132 is wonderful. It's a wonderful throttle body. It's probably the best oval on the market. And if you mount it without the gasket, again, listen, please, Jesus, every shop on the planet, listen up. Do not mount the Whipple 132 or 150 on the blower with the gasket. Why, Alex? Because when you have a 16th of an inch gasket thickness and you crank it down like a gorilla, the blade distorts in the housing. So what happens when it gets hot, pendejo? It binds up. The motor doesn't open and close freely, and it binds up. So every single time a customer says, it threw a code when I went, what? I say this. Remove the throttle body. Scrape the gasket. Put a thin film of Permatex. Put it on. Torque it down lightly. Let it set. And then clickety click. Just a little snug, not tight. Problem gone. Every shop that I deal with should never install Whipple, Bondo Bird. Tell Whipple to stop shipping gaskets with their throttle bodies. Not only will it, and this is how you do it. You're gonna look like a hero. You're gonna look like a fucking hero. It'll save them money. It will save them money. Do not, I repeat, do not use a gasket on a 132 or 150 on any front feed blower. If you over tighten it, it will distort because the housing is usually not flat to the blower, distorts, Permatex, little clickety click, and you're good to go. 20 foot-pounds if that, and you're good. Done. Damn, I think I'm going to watch videos from back in the early 2000s and see street racing. Dude, even my close friends won't race without cash involved. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't have friends. Fuck them. Silver Surfer says, you're dead on about just putting content out. I don't consider myself entertaining, but still put out my car build stuff. Installing Holly, etc., and more people than ever respond saying it helps them. You know what video I saw that nobody saw? I saw Gray Matter, the ZR1, install Fuel Tech on his shit. This guy is like, great. Corvette. Kong 2650. No, that's not it. Where's Gray Matter? Put in Pro EFI to work. Chicken Farm LSX. I think it's Chicken. Is it Chicken Farm LSX? No, yeah, I think it is. It might be. Welcome to the farm. Just a regular guy doing regular car stuff. Look at this, guys. Right? This is a wonderful channel. 266 subscribers. This guy's got 60 to 130. He's installing Pro EFI shit. Or maybe this is the guy that takes other people's shit. Let me see. Gray Matter Corvette. Let me see. Is it GRAY? Maybe he, Gray Matter Corvette. No. Where's Gray Matter? Texas. Let me see. ZR1. Fuel Tech. Wait. EF Pro EFI. Is it Pro EFI? Is that him? Did we get the? Yeah, this guy. Okay. I think this is him. 4-digit daily. Is that him? Let me see.
Nothing's ever out of the question.
Starts like my car. Virginia? Who the fuck is this? I don't know who this is. But anyway, I think it's Chicken Farm LSX. Fuck. Okay, maybe. But look, small, tiny channels, and that's the shit I watch. I watch just shit nonstop. And I think this one went 8s. Yeah, this thing went 8s. I am blown away. Nobody has seen this video 50,000 times. And he does a second gear burnout. Shout out to you, sir. I think you do a second gear burnout. Let me see the shifter position. Shifter position. Bam! Second. Wheel speed. Yeah, right off the limiter. Oh, shut up. Listen to that. Got the draggy. Great view. Boom. Bam. What a channel. badass shit. It's just simply badass shit. 200 something people subscribe. Who cares? Put out whatever you want to put out, brother. People will come and watch. That channel to me is great because I have a 01. I learn a lot. I learn, he doesn't say do's and don'ts, but he tells me what he does on his car. I have a completely different plan on my car. So put out whatever you think is awesome. All right, guys, let's do some giveaways. Let's give away coffees and cookies. I haven't, DNA High Performance, as always, 100 off of 1,000 if you mention the show. So I got their hat, DNA High Performance hat. Great hat, by the way. You guys did really good on the size. This is a large, extra large, flex fit, perfect, perfect, perfect. Just like the Boston Red Sox hat. I love you guys. They also got me shirts with next level material. My God, perfect. Extra large, long, perfect. So we'll give away coffees and cookies, $100 off of 1,000 and up at DNA High Performance. I literally spent 1,000 recently, and I'm going to go ahead and probably spend another 700 or 800 for front tires, because I want good front tires on these CF10s. I want it to look good. I got to get the TPMS sensors also, so hey, maybe put that on the list too. Badass. That car is badass. Badass, badass, badass. That gray matter car, to me, is the template, but obviously I'm not going to make 1,000, and 8s is serious. 8s in a Corvette is serious, okay? I want to go 9s because I still want to get in it and drive it anywhere and just be generally comfortable, because I don't want to make the ZR1 an undrivable piece of junk. No, thank you. I want to try the new cookies. My brother just got a Gen 1. I like cookies, coffee. Those cars sound so good. Shame the Coyote doesn't sound the best. Well, okay. I contend that a Coyote at 10,000 RPMs sounds better than any LS. If you look at the race between Brett LaSala and Brian Luna at Mexico Racing, by the way, what a showing from Brian Luna from Mexico Racing League. In this year, he has run 6s. He competed in World Cup and went rounds in Texas 2K. Probably the first time he's actually raced. Last year and this year were the first time I think he's raced. So let me see. Streetcar, TX 2K. Actually, it's Mexico TX2K. Damn it, TX 2K23. If you hear, because Brett LaSala's car is probably 10,000 RPMs, and so is Brian Luna's car. Brian Luna's car is a 10,000 RPM car that simply gets after. So I'm going to see if I can find, no, I can't. I'm going to see if I can find those two Coyotes. One is a variant, which I thought was funny. Somebody was in the lanes getting mad that he called the car a variant, a Coyote variant, whatever the hell that means. It went 6s. Who cares? It's usually people that hate on it. Let me see. I guess I could do TRC, but I don't want to steal TRC shit. I'm going to see if I can find TX2K. Let me see this video. Maybe this guy has 255 subscribers. Bpix 402. Yeah, I don't know. A 10,000 RPM Coyote sounds pretty freaking sick to me, if you ask me. So, yeah, don't get me wrong. The Corvettes sound great chopping it up. But at full song, there's nothing like a Coyote. There's literally nothing like a Coyote. Apparently, Lund tunes can't make Mustangs airborne like PBD tunes. That's a bad look. You want to talk about a bad look? That's a bad look. 8-second 01s are badass. Drop it a like. Just joined and catch the rest later. 8s will require you to rebuild the drivetrain and rear axle. No, thank you. Ordered cookies last week, and the wife said we need to respect their diet before ordering again. Does it still count if I win? I appreciate that, but we got small mediums, says DNA High Performance. You ever hear anything about your old Fox, Alex? Nothing. Like my Fox is gone. The gray 86 notch, long gone. Badass FFRE built motor in both of those cars, I think. No. Brian Luna has a TKM built motor, and I think Brett has a FFRE. So does, if I'm not mistaken, Jim Braun, the guy who helped Brett build the car. Need those cookies to refuel after exposing the peasant on IG. Cammed C6 LS379 with Corsa Extreme sound damn good. They do EPA. But EPA, why are you saying that? How dare you? How do you know this EPA? Brian Luna launched perfect, but Brett LaSala backhalfed him. Yeah, so Brett's car wasn't even on full kill. I love you guys. 670 is like not a walk in the park, but like it ain't really struggling. So Brett had plenty in the tank for everybody during Street Car. He was the guy to beat. Bummer, there's no video of Midnight Performance versus the Evo from Cali. Okay, I'm finishing. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm finishing up a WS6 with my son this summer. Not a Ford, but always liked them. Yeah, look, a WS6 is one of those really good cars that no matter if you're a Ford or Chevy guy, it's a good looking car. Look, you can't dislike certain vehicles. I think C601s and Z06s are those cars that Ford guys go, damn, 7-liter all motor, 600 horse or whatever. If we can make 600 horse on them. ZR1, badass rods, badass pistons, stupid, can make, high 800s pretty easily. Maybe 1,000 if you're fucking around. Yeah. So it's hard to, and WS6s in my opinion is a similar vehicle. They look great. It's like Fox Body guys respected the Grand National. The Grand National made you put some respect on its name. So we never looked at a Grand National, what a piece of shit, GM junk. No way. You were probably getting smoked by all the Grand Nationals in your neighborhood until you put a Vortec, an FMU, C16, Trick Flow Rs, and we're willing to split your block in half to beat a Grand National. Brett LaSala probably has the baddest Mustang on the planet right now. Hard to yeah, I mean, when it comes to street car, sure, absolutely. It's hard to beat. The Lund's car is configured differently. It's a 6R80 car. I think if the Lund's had a Turbo 400 in the Grey Goose, maybe 80s, we'd be competitive for sure. I have an FFRE built Voodoo in mind. Joe is a great guy. Immaculate shop. Good dude, says Rogue 5.2. Formula WS6 is King Daddy Firebird. W6 is Universal Glory Car. I'll take some coffee because the cookies make me mo fatta. Okay, that's pretty good. See? Made me laugh. I like it. So, Tony Dominguez, you get the coffee. DomaGodCookies.com, DomaGodCookies _LLC. Please get Tony Dominguez. Tony, hit him up on Instagram, DomaGodCookies _LLC. You get the coffee because it's a funny joke. Still have the cookies to give away, and I'll get out of here. I'm not going to start giving away everything else. Did you see Houston PD trolling Midnight and the Street Racers? I did see that, but, I mean, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. Funny, yes. What the hell does Houston got going on unless it's street racing? Tell me what Houston is known for besides street racing. Go. The Rockets? The Astros? Houston is known for street racing. So now Houston PD says, nah, fuck that. We want that out of our city. So what do you got there? Exploding not foundries, exploding, what do you call it when they, refineries, exploding refineries, cement trucks spilling cement or sand on 290 or whatever the fuck it's called. And the street racing is gone. It's gone. You got to go to the 8th mile track and find some racing. W6 was a great car. Then the interior was the cheapest on earth. And Tony is a member. Got to love it. I want a Firehawk Trans Am. If I turn sideways, I'll disappear. So I could definitely use some junk food, says Torque and Bean Sauce. Says I'll take the long tube headers. I wish I had long tube headers to give away. Still better than the C5 interior, that black GT500. Midnight Performance Street Racing King, says Jamie Easton. Probably works for them. Refineries flaring. I'm gas. I'll take the cookies. Houston is known for the Tacuache, cuz, and F250s getting broken into. Hey, chat, help me dream a little. If you had a 76 Chrysler Cordoba, what engine would you swap it in? What? 76 Chrysler? 76 Chrysler Cordoba. How did it know? Oh my God, this is an ugly, ugly piece of shit. But it looks like a Malibu. Wow. You sir have one of the ugliest cars I've ever seen in my life. I would sell that. Wow.
Engine Bay. Check out the still pictures. That unique classic
Wow, what a piece of shit.
cars.
Oh, it's a Chevrolet. What? Chrysler Cordoba. What? Oh, it's a Chrysler. Yeah, it's a Chrysler.
.com. Down below this video in the description.
This
there's
is
a link.
awful.
Click
I
it.
would throw it away, man. I would throw it away. Just put a fucking LS3 in it or a 5.3 from a junkyard. No one cares. Love you. Piece of junk. Are you going to do old school exhaust setup on the Fox when the tips are 3 feet long? The Fox body already has those. Houston for F-250s like Hellcats. In Chicago, all stolen. Jamie Easton says, I work for Lund Racing. Only way they could stop it is if they know the racing is coming. Otherwise, the city's too big to stop racing. Alex, please give the cookies to someone else. Got it, Nitrogen Bio Supplies. Need those cookies to deal with this bullshit random rain while delivering in Cali. Cali, man, California needs a lot of help. That needs a lot of help. Get a big block Mopar, swapping a 346 from an RT. Might be a hot take, but I like it. It's ugly. I just bought a Raptor. Can I have some 21 Savage? Theo, Alex, it's not a regular F-150.
Ain't no regular F-150. This a fucking Raptor.
There you go. He would rather sell his Pedro Mais before he sells that. Okay. It's one of those cars from the game Driver. Gay. I'll take the cookies. I'm fat. I went boosted just to keep up with all the all-motor cars. That's pretty good. Joe Steele still have his red S197. Are you? JJQ. Is that a fun? Are you kidding? JJ, please tell me you're kidding. Do you want to see Joel Steele's red car? Do you want to see Joel Steele's red car? Here it is. Here's Joel Steele's red car. There it is. There it is, buddy. That's Joel Steele's old car, dude. What tree have you been hiding under? That's Joel Steele's old car, bro. Does he still have his red car? Oh my God. Stop it. JJ, you want the cookies? That's great. JJ, just say yes if you want the cookies. Oh my God. I'm saving the cookies for the next guy. Hey, Alex, where can I get an N-Gauge? Right here. Got two, baby. Got two. What you gonna do, man? Shit. Damn. Got two of them right here. Hey, man. I got two of them right here. You know what I'm saying? You could have them, but it's gonna cost you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selling these. JJ, please tell me. Just say yes if you want the cookies. Because that's a great comment. I mean, what? It's homie's green car. He sold it as a roller to him. Hey, the game driver was awesome. Give Turvey the cookies unless it's not his forte. He meant his Kia forte. I literally put those on my eyes and I can't see. See what happens when you stare? Out of the loop, my bad. I'll take them though. JJQ gets the cookies for thinking that Joel Steele still had his red car. Oh my God Cookies _LLC. JJQ, go to Oh my God Cookies _LLC on Instagram and say, I thought Joel Steele still had his red car. And you get the cookies. Get whatever cookies you want. Try the new stuff. Cookies and coffee have been given away. $100 off of DNA High Performance by mentioning the show. I can't believe I have an hour left for the dating channel, but I'm going to try to make Tuesday and Thursday the live stream days and have the rest of the days off because my head is going to be gone by the time it's all said and done. Hit us up, JJ. Yes, it's JJQ, JJ, whatever the hell his name is. JJ, say Dynamite. I'll send you money right now. Rated SVT says, all right. Did you get to install your new tape deck in the Fox yet? I haven't gotten the Fox back. So what happened was this. I took it down to Thunder. They did all the wiring on the MSD. They put the battery in the front, and they sealed up the intake manifold oil leak. While doing that, they found that the distributor gear was pretty much whacked out. So they're like, okay, so they ordered a new one. They might get it today or tomorrow. So I'm hoping to have the car back this week and I can get some video on it this weekend. Maybe take it to the dyno with a big stupid 275, see what it makes, and tune the new carburetor, the Brawler series carburetor. Bring some jets with me, start spewing fuel all over the place, and try to get the 470 number back. My goal is to make the 470 number back by adjusting timing and stuff. I'm going to have to do race gas or octane booster because I think it's a high compression motor and it doesn't like more than like 28 degrees of timing. So try to get the 460, 470 number back and drive it and just enjoy it and get you some info on that just to get you content. Eventually take it to the track. I want to see what it runs. I got to work on the clutch because it doesn't like letting go of the gear and getting it into the next gear quickly. So it's probably a clutch, whether it be a clutch line issue or a clutch arm issue. I got to figure all that out. Joel Steele cashed out on that car. No, he didn't. He built that car twice, dude. Joel Steele said he had over $300,000 in that car. He lost money on that sucker. Does Lund still have the green goose? For real, did you put the tape stereo on the Fox? Not yet. It's still here, bro. It's still here somewhere. Where is it? Where's the radio? I don't know. I've shoved the radio up my ass, apparently. No, I still got the radio here somewhere. Catch replay in the morning. Thank you, Johnny Go. And again, guys, I'm going to upload this video tomorrow on Podbean so it can go on Spotify. I think Apple is taking their sweet time giving me access to the Apple podcast stuff on the iTunes store. None of mine doing. I applied for it months ago. It's just a huge process. Alex, do you still have that Queen Anne Victorian in Massachusetts asking for JJ? Bam! Chris Romero is a fan. Holy crap, Chris. Like you listen. Wow. Alex, does Lund still have the gray S197? I'm late as fuck. Drop the likes. Y'all have a good evening. Got some auto haul. Saw the guy go airborne at State Capitol Raceway in Baton Rouge. God, your Fox makes me want to get into the small block Ford game. Question is, what do I swap it into? Look, if I have a rotating assembly, I have rods and pistons. I'd love to be able to get a crank and a block, but the problem is, in order to get into a small block Ford into my Fairmont, it's going to be like a $17,000 to $20,000 venture, as opposed to a Coyote, carb, and a blower, probably about the same money and make like 900 horse. So we'll see. Now the likes are pretty good. The likes are 337, that black GT500. Look back at what I'm seeing is this. This is what I see. See right here? 337 likes, $180. Not bad today, guys. 450 concurrent viewers. We had a peak viewership of 579. That's pretty good. And it's probably because they wanted to hear me talk about the Demon 170 running 8s stock. That is wonderful. And something Ford will never do. Ford will never live up to the Dodge name in terms of horsepower, badassery, balls, because Ford got rid of its balls, tucked it, inverted its penis, and made it a vagina and says, it's cool. It's all good to take your balls out and invert it and make it a vagina. So when you're getting stuffed at the bar by some guy, you blow semen on his dick. And you say you're wet. It's gross. Oh, Alex, how come you say some nasty stuff? It's 9:30. Your kids shouldn't be looking at this shit anyway, stupid. Bumble Swipes will be later. I'll be back on literally in 5 minutes, and we'll do the other channel. Alex, have you scrapped the 01 splitter yet? Scraped? Kind of random. No, I have not scraped the 01 splitter. I've been very careful. The roads are very flat in Florida. There are not any steep inclines. I'm very, very careful with that car. Does your couch still touch the wall? Hey, Alex, you still a millwright? I'm tuned by London. Recently deleted the cats. Listen to this guy. I also heard the cot should be disabled since I have no cats. Wow. Hello, EPA agent. How are you? Demon 170 is a plaid killer. I seen a new edge in Baytown with a carb Coyote. Not gonna lie, pretty sweet. Traded balls for bumper zip ties, Alex. Then they put a wrench in it. Ain't no way PCMR is not a Fed. Fed? Fucking Fed. PCMR is a Fed. Trans Ford. No, Alex. Once that Fartley guy is out, Ford will be number one again. I hope so. But the problem is this. They've gone past the point of no return. They've gone woke. They've now catered to the climate mafia. It is a mafia. I'm sorry. The climate policy is an absolute mob mentality. If you ain't with us, hey, yo, so I see that you're in here doing some business. I would really hate to see some kind of strike affect your bottom line. So if I were you, I'd put out some really gay-looking small trucks, make the Mustang super gay with 2 throttle bodies and 2 cold airs, charge $45,000 for it, and change your logo from Built for Tough to We Suck Dick. I mean, Built for Proud. Because I'd really hate to see some kind of strike affect your bottom line. Do you know what I'm saying, Ford? It's a fucking mob. Fuck them. Dodge is like, suck my dick. Here's a E85 1,000 horsepower Challenger. Eat my asshole. From the back. Squatted. And they do it. Here it is. Eat it. They don't care that rappers are stealing it. Or rappers, that Pookie's stealing it. They don't give a fuck. They're like, you know what we should do? We should make this the most easy car to steal on the planet. They did. But my kids are raised on the phone. You're better than me then, says Jason. Hey, PCMR, we need to chat. Exactly. Ford went full Trans Z. PCMR, are you seeking engages? P-Bass giveaway. Problem is they're probably hiring another Farley. My brother works at a dealer, and the people high up at Ford came by and said the SX50 will be tunable pretty quickly. I doubt it. Well, maybe by someone like a Whipple or Liver Noise. I hope so. Look, that would be the smartest thing they would do. But Ford will never reach out to the people that actually help them. Ford will reach out to the people that they feel can promote them. Oh, like if Ford reached out to me, I'm like, I can't help you, dude. Like, I can't help you. I would say, here's John's number. Talk to John. Get your engineers on the horn. Let's get some files thrown around. Let's get it tunable to the best Ford tuner on the planet, period. And if they're not willing to do that, that car is going to be it's not going to be supported by the aftermarket like the previous generations were. What makes the Mustang so great? The aftermarket. Twin turbos, superchargers, removing your fenders, all that stuff. That makes it great. And now they're going to say, we can't tune it, so you can't do any of that shit. Oh, I can't wait to buy that car. Get out of here. BCMR, there's a guy named... Oh, stop it. I don't want... That name is not to be spoken on this chat. That shit is over. Yola putting down for the brown people, says Utah County Picasso's page. Ford is riding on the 10R80. Tuned by Hennessy and Whipple doesn't mean it's tunable. Glad Dodge is going out with a bang. Going out full send is admirable. Absolutely. Dodge is saying, if we're going to go out, we're going to go out our way. Yeah, they're going to have some gay electric cars and they make rah noises and all that shit. Whatever. But at least the last gas V8 they made was the best V8, period. Great stuff. Go to the channel. I'm not done yet. The WS6 is sexy as hell. Wow. Hey, hit live on your fucking shit. Imagine if Ford like Dodge did demonology and rap songs.
Hellcats and track hoes.
Yes, I do.
What the hell?
The name that was referred to was Long Dong Silver.
That one. I forgot about that.
Do you recall what it was?
Yes, I do. The name that was referred to was Long Dong Silver.
Crazy. Lund makes a Mustang run sixes. Ford praises Whipple tunes. Look, nothing wrong with Whipple, but nobody's clamoring for a Whipple tune. No offense. Is the transmission for the Mach E called the Tran E? Pretty good. See, you would have wanted the cookies with that. I like how the Dodge promotes you racing your car. Meanwhile, Ford is promoting sitting on the gear shifter. I mean, imagine Dodge is saying, let's go racing, let's do crazy stuff, and homeboy is taking a truck that catches on fire in the factory and says,
take that, Elon Musk.
oh my God, what do you think about Poppy Trump? Poppy Trump is King Daddy. He's going to get arrested. He's going to be perp walked. That'll just make him more popular. Dodge killed it. They did what Ford fans expected the 7.3 to be. No, they don't like Lund. They like Stang Mode. Exactly. They like Stang Mode. They like people that can promote their bullshit product as opposed to people that make their product fast. Lund has the fastest stock ECU. Guys, only one car, I think, had a MAF sensor in a stock computer in all the street car elite class. And it was Brian Luna and another guy's car who didn't qualify, but Brian Luna's car was the only stock computer with a MAF sensor going almost sixes. Unreal. 473 will eat that Demon 170 Stang. Stop it. Ford will probably invite Bama before Lund. Driftstick, what's the best episode? What's the episode where they sat on the shifter or something? We breaking Trump out of jail in a Hellcat, dropping a light, catch Reaper later. And they like Derek Barron. Look, they're going to use whoever they can to promote their product, and that's what they're going to do. But the people that can actually make their product perform, they have no interest in doing business with. But hey, you know what? Good for him. All right, I'm out of here. See you guys Thursday, 8 p.m. for YDBT Daily. Then after that, we'll do another dating channel. Stay tuned for the other channel. If you're a member of the other channel, stay tuned. In about 5 minutes, I'll get changed over and then talk some dating channel stuff for about 45 to an hour, because I'm going to be tired after all this. And hopefully we can talk some shit under the channel for a little bit longer. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night. I will see you Thursday. Thank you very much, Dodge. Badass shit. Giving the public an 8-second E85 1,000 horsepower Challenger. You get an applause from a Ford guy. Kudos to you. You're the king. We bow to you. Ford fucking sucks. I'm out of here, guys.